The words that I live by and the phrase that I live by over the years has always been, believe that you've got to work hard. If you want to do anything in life, you've got to work hard, no matter what it is. And nothing comes easy. Life after football has been great. It's a new journey, it's a new life. You park football and you move on to something else. I started playing soccer at a very young age. I was born in Durban and I played for a team called Durban City. And then we moved up to Johannesburg at the age of 13. There was a team called Southern Suburbs, which was a professional team in those days. I was studying at that time and working and playing football. And at the time, my father passed away very early. My father passing away obviously changed my direction that I was going to go in life. I had to then go and earn an income outside of that. I continued with my football when I was studying and working because I would never, ever give that up.
Jimmy was never one of the, I need the highlight, I need the lights, I need to shine. He's laid back, he's kind of shy guy. We met through my cousins, really. She said to me, I've got a blind date, not knowing who the blind date was. I get to the car, and this guy said, oh my God, it's Jimmy. Long story short, we got serious. And after 4 years, we got married.
I got married very young. So my biggest influence and the person that drives me and has been behind me and supported me, has been my wife. She's been there every time I wanted to do something. She stood by my decisions, whatever we wanted to do.
And when he started playing soccer, he started at amateur. He was with Suburbs and it didn't demand much. But when he started going to Highlands Park and when it got to Chiefs, I mean, that was really big, you know. I
got approached by Joe Frickleton, who became the Chiefs coach, and asked me if I would like to come and play for Kaizer. I was ecstatic. I was looking forward to it, and I decided to go across to Chiefs. Arriving there, I was a bit skeptic about what it would be like playing for a club like that and what the culture of the club would be, but I must say I was pleasantly surprised at how welcoming the players were. Kaizer was there, Neni and all the guys came to welcome me there.
When he first started playing professionally, we spoke about it. We said, okay, he's been offered to play professional. What do I think? I said, well, do. It's your passion. If you love football, the money wasn't a thing because they weren't really paid well. I mean, it wasn't for the money. It was for the love of the game.
I was very passionate about football, so I would have played football for nothing. I wasn't like many other guys that when I was playing football, that football was my only job. I had another job as well, so I had a day job, and then I used to work during the day and then go to training late afternoons and early evenings.
That was a bit of a transition, but it worked. You've got to make it work, and there's many players out there that made it work, I'm sure. Sometimes it was hard with the two boys as they're growing up because, you know, they get up to mischief and you're the only one there, so you've got to be mom and dad.
He's so calm and collective. He's the type of person that you know, there's an open door policy at any stage, and you can go and talk to him because he just handles matters and the way he keeps so calm about situations.
Fitness for me became my way into the team. That's one thing I had over the other players, and that helped me through my football career. And I played football up until the age of 44. That's when I decided to stop after a lengthy period. It was difficult for me to stop playing, but I knew there'd come a time in my life that I'd have to make a difficult decision. It was in June 1986, and I went home and I said, look, I think it's time now, let the youngsters take over. I'm feeling that the training sessions are getting a little bit hard. I'm now 36, turning 37 years of age, and I can feel that I can't keep up anymore with the youngsters, and I think it's now time that I step back.
He felt, no, you know, this is not for me, time for me to hang up my boots. I think it was hard for him because, you know, you're used to that way of life. You go to work, you go from work to training, from training home, you know, that whole routine.
Once you've lived that type of lifestyle, to actually stop and walk away from it, it's hard. It's hard for any professional sportsman, I think, to walk away from their sport or to stop or to retire.
I would get home at night and I think, well, normally I'll be getting ready to go to training. I'm thinking over the weekend now I'm getting ready. I know that on a Friday night I'm already getting ready for a match on a Saturday or a Sunday, psyching myself up, doing the right things, eating right, getting my right sleep, and now it's all gone. And the other reason why I chose to step down in 1986 is because I started a business and I knew it was going to take up a lot of my time.
Once he'd now done with full-time with soccer, he went into business and we discussed it, and I said to him, well, look, so this is what you want to do, let's go, let's do it.
Moving from soccer to business, it is a big change. I'm an accountant and my position is that of financial manager, so I take all the financial affairs of the company. I look after all the financial affairs of the business and run the whole accounts department and assist in making decisions in terms of businesses going forward. This is a company that specializes in the sale of electrical cable, very industrial, and then you get house wire to put lighting and whatever the case means. So we go from the one extreme to the other. This company, Paul, was part of a big group before they sold the business out, and the owners knew me at that time. So when I was about to retire, they approached me and asked me if I couldn't come and help them. They've now taken over the business as two young guys that have bought the business. I'm still too young to go sit at home. So I don't like to sit behind a computer all day and just looking at numbers. I like to get involved in the whole structure of the business, go out and see customers, get involved in the warehousing, the stock.
Reflecting back to his journey, his life after soccer, life after business, it's been a wonderful ride.
He's been the perfect role model in everything that he did. He does it with a great attitude. The way he looks after himself, he still keeps fit. He enjoys his rounds. You couldn't offer a more perfect role model than somebody like that, you know, somebody to look up to.
If I had to look back and say what my biggest achievement was being able to provide adequately for my family. I am the greatest and happiest person for what I've done in my life and what I've achieved, and I'm still happy to be around and enjoying everything and life as it is every day.
We're quite happy to be at home with each other. He looks after the garden, he looks after the pool. So he's stepped into a lot of what I used to do. And he's been my hero. He's the man I can talk about. He's the man he's my life. He's our lives.
I'm proud that I achieved as a person the things that I wanted to achieve in life, the levels of success in terms of business, the levels in terms of sport. You know, I was fortunate enough to play with the biggest football clubs. It was the most pleasurable, happiest and momentous occasion for me. I achieved a lot of things and I learned a lot in life